It's Athena. This may not turn out at all, but there's a lot of red lights between me and Poochie's grandparents. I'm picking him up right now. Today is my first official day of summer break. Hallelujah. I celebrated with a mammogram at 9:45. Well, that was fun. Oh, the squish. Not fun. But I put it off for like 3 years, so it was time. I'm going to do a tag. I have the questions jotted down. I can't give credit right now to who originated the tag. I'll try to give all that information later, or maybe in the description box below. I'll also list the questions there. Some of these questions I've answered in previous tags over the years, but it's been so long since I've done a tag, I kind of wanted to. So it is, I think it's a get to know me tag. I've been around YouTube for almost 3 years, so y'all might know me, but like I said, there'll be some repeats. So question number 1 is your age. I'm 46. Yep. Ancient, but okay, still on the right side of the soil, as they say. Location, I don't really like to give that out, but I will say I'm on the East Coast. I'm not that far from DC. I'm from Tennessee originally, so yay. Family is number 3. Talk about your family. Okay, so I'm the mother of 3 sons. One you've met, Poochie. He just turned 9 last week. And then his 2 brothers are 18 and 21. And I'm happily divorced. Very happily divorced. For your YouTube name explanation, so Athena Beth. Well, my name is Beth. I know, mine's blown right now. And I used to live on a street that was called Athena. Boom, there you go. Put it together. Okay, number 5. How many years have you been a pagan? This one's a little hard for me to ever figure out completely, but I would say around 2011 is when I first started reading up on this stuff. I've had pagan tendencies since birth, you know, from the love of animals and plants, and even trying to do some magic on my own. But I really thought that witches were just in fairy tales. I never thought it was a thing. I'd never heard of pagan. If I did, I'm pretty sure my first thoughts of a pagan would have been clove-foot, little horned devil dude in the woods, and people who are naked and eating babies, and, you know, all your stupid stereotypes, none of which are based in any kind of reality. And if there is a little bit of reality, it was from ancient times, and it was probably not reality, but was co-opted and bastardized by Christian stuff. Okay, so there's that. So since about 2011, so 7 years probably. Ooh, I can't really answer number 6. I will tell you right now, I'm a Libra. Therefore, I have a very hard time with choosing a side or going with a decision. I don't like words like favorite. I've actually taken that out of questions that I ask my students, because I've noticed that there are some students who they just shut down over that. They get so stressed out over favorite. So instead of favorite, I say, what are some of your favorites, or some things you really like? But the question is, what is your favorite part of the path? I love every single thing about it. Everything. Every freaking thing. But I would say that what drew me to it and has made me the most satisfied with it is just the feeling like you're taking action, and you're not just praying and begging for help from someone else, but you're actually trying to make change happen. And when you start seeing successes, that is like the best. You never feel like you're just helpless. You know, you feel like there's something you can do beyond just praying. I mean, no offense to prayers. There's studies and research that say that prayer helps, and I 100% believe it. But when you don't feel like that's enough, it helps to burn something and to make some things happen. All right, number 7. Another one that's almost impossible for me to answer. It's like, what is your favorite stone or one that you really connect with? Right now I'm carrying probably what my favorite stone is, which is labradorite. So that's a labradorite heart. That would be my favorite. I saw some police lights, so I'll be right back. I think we're good. I've been sitting at this light forever. I could answer some more questions. As far as other stones that I have with me that I carry in the car, I've got a black moonstone. I love some of these big palm stones. I keep a rose quartz in here. And is this another labradorite? Of course it is. Another labradorite. I guess that would be my thing. I've got others, but that's enough of that. Okay, the next one, we're on number 8. Favorite herb. I'm gonna say herb and spices. Lavender is my favorite herb, and then cinnamon would be favorite in the spice category. Although, again, how can you just pick one? Those are the two I use every day, so I guess those are my favorites. Number 9, totem animal. I can't pick one. I would tell you the one that I think has chosen me is wolf, because during a Reiki session I had, I don't know, 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, I was zenned out like crazy. And at one point I saw a face of a wolf, and in my mind it was a female. So it was like a mother wolf. She came right up to my face, like almost nose to nose, and just looked at me, and there was no fear. It was more like she came through and said, I am here. So that's one I haven't chosen. I feel like it chose me. My favorite animals to see that I always, if I see one, I gasp and I'm like, oh, is fox. I love fox. I have loved fox for a couple years now. And in school, about a week or two ago, we were sitting in the floor doing our morning meeting where we sit in a circle and talk about stuff, and out the window a fox ran by, and I forgot everything I was doing. I was like, oh my gosh, a fox. Don't do that when you have 29 kids, because they all run to the window and you've lost them for the next 10 minutes. So anyway, number 10, new moon or full moon. Yes, but if I had to only pick one, I'm of course the full moon. Psycho over the full moon. I'm a lunatic, if you know what I mean. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. And it's the only thing that I don't like about summer is that I can't see the moon, the full moon, because it seems like it always rains on full moon nights. Notice if where you live, if that's true. If you're near a beach, or if you're in the hotter southerner kind of states, I wonder if it's true for you too. But in the winter, the moon is so bright it lights up my entire kitchen. I've got skylights and the whole kitchen is lit up like a light bulb. It's pretty awesome. Oh, top 2 witchy or pagan books. Okay, it's funny, I actually just thought of this the other day. I don't want to give up any of my books. I probably have 100 books, witchy books. But if I only could have 2, I'm kind of cheating, because I'm going to pick some big-ass books. Judika Elish's 5,000 Spells. That's the only book I need for looking for a spell. But then, since I actually usually just create my own spells, I almost never pick someone else's spell and do it. The Llewellyn Complete Book of Correspondences. It's a big, thick book. It's got it's almost like an encyclopedia, or it's a reference guide for all the different correspondences, and it's broken down into every possible way you can break down correspondences. I use it when I'm trying to create a new spell, and if I don't have certain ingredients, I look for what I can substitute and that kind of thing. And I've had great success. So if I could only pick 2 books, it would be those. Number 12. What is your heritage? I did Ancestry.com. There's a video somewhere on YouTube about that. Maybe I'll link it. It's not that exciting. It's alright. European, Western European. I've traced ancestors back to the 1500s, and they came from, I feel like it was Surrey, England. And then they came over, some of the first people to come over, and have always been Southern. Therefore, I got a problematic past. Some of my ancestors did things that I would definitely not be okay with, that I'm not okay with. So it is what it is. I try my best to do better and to teach better. Alright. Okay, 13, the element you most resonate with. I'm a Libra. I can't pick. I'm an air sign, and I'm an earth lover. But I guess I feel like a spell is not a spell if there's not fire. So all my spells have fire, a petition that I might burn, a candle that's rolled in herbs and it's like got oils on it, it's dressed with oils, incense, stones usually. I'm big into rocks. So I cannot pick that one. I can't, because even though water is maybe one of my least ones, I would say that's not true either, because I catch rainwater. I love to be rained on. I baptize myself in the ocean every summer. When things get too shitty, I take a salt bath, and I like baptize myself in the bathtub with salts and oils. And so I will not pick one element. That's just ridiculous. No offense, sorry. Alright, 14, Oracle, Tarot, or both. I'm a both kind of person. Again, if I could only have one, I would go with Tarot. But when I'm consistently doing readings, I go through phases where I'll do it for a while and then I don't for a while. But when I'm actually meditating and then doing readings, I always pick an Oracle card and then I pull 3 cards. So both. Number 15, are you closeted or out? I'm probably, I'm out except for at work, but I'm so close to out there. I've got a new team I'm working with now, starting next year, and one of them has already kind of, I don't know, I think she has a witch dar, and she said the first time we sat down and talked, she talked about her friend in college was Wiccan, and I was like, interesting that you just brought that up. Could it be the fact that I got pentagram on my arm? I don't know. And that my phone has a witch on it. I'm not real secretive. After my mother died and my sister and I reconnected, she knows, the last 2 guys I've dated know, I'm probably only about 30 or 40% still closeted. Yay. And lastly, number 16. Do you work with or connect to a deity? I don't really work with any deities. I never really have. I've always just prayed to the goddess like I used to pray to God. And sometimes in my prayers I say God and goddess, but it's really the goddess I feel like I connect to. There's all those badass goddesses out there that people love, the Morrigan, all that stuff, and I'm cool with that. But sometimes people use things like Gaia as like this fluffy. But honestly, I am so insane about the earth and I worship the earth and the moon that I feel like those would be my goddesses if I had to put them in a goddess form. It would be Gaia probably, or the many different names for the moon. Hecate has kind of come to me a few times, or not, I don't know that she has come to me, but I've been interested in her off and on, but I've never sat down and really worked with it, because I don't know that I'm ever going to be all wrapped up in that. I don't judge it, it's just not my way, but who knows, maybe I will. Half the time I turn around and do the thing I said I wouldn't do. I've done that a lot. Well, that's the end of the tag, I believe. It was just 15 questions, or 16 questions. And I would love for anyone out there who is in the mood to make a video but doesn't really feel like do anything hard. This is fun. Tags are fun. They're like your summer, beach reading when you just read some, easy kind of thing that's relaxing. That's what tags are. They're kind of like a summer video. So thanks for watching. Hopefully you can hear me. Maybe I'll put subtitles on it if it's really bad, because I don't know if I'm gonna re-record. I think that's it, y'all. Thanks for watching. Peace.